What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is Legitical Response. I cover political news. And now, the other day, I wanted to run this clip I saw right quick just to show you guys where we're at in this country, but I screwed up. I uploaded the wrong freaking video, so I'm going to go ahead and roll that clip again right quick. Check this out, y'all.
How many more assassination attempts on Donald Trump until the president and the vice president and you pick a different word to describe Trump other than threat?
Peter, I actually completely disagree with the premise of your question, the question that you're asking. It is also incredibly dangerous in the way that you're asking it because American people are watching.
Yes, that is quite insane if you ask me. She can't even say, okay, maybe we should tone down the rhetoric. She's trying to push it off back on them. It's like, what? These people are actually insane. They don't realize their own insanity. They don't realize their own derangement. They don't realize what they're doing is very damaging to this country. They are running hand in hand with the corporate press, manipulating the American people, and oh, that's the big topic of the video today. Manipulation by the government, manipulation by the corporate press. Here's another manipulation if you want it. You remember all those bomb threats that for Springfield, Ohio, that Trump is creating chaos in Springfield, Ohio because he said they're eating the dogs and the cats. Now, we've already went over this. We found significant evidence that would show, yes, this is probably true. There's not 100% proof. We have a video of what looks like a cat on a barbecue pit. Now, it could be something different. It's possible. We don't have 100% proof. But there is lots and lots of evidence that these Haitian migrants are killing ducks, geese. There's 911 calls. There is a plethora of evidence to show that, yes, this is probably true. This is probably happening. Right? And then the corporate press say, oh, it's fake. The city manager says it's not happening at all. Well, why would you ask the city manager? That's an interesting person to ask. Why would you not ask the chief of police? Why would you not ask the actual people that are reporting this? Right? You can go on X and find these people talking about this. Now, talking about it is one thing. But the corporate press, what they're supposed to do, they're supposed to go investigate. But come to find out, all these bomb threats, yeah, they're coming from outside the country. Right now, I hear the argument, well, you can fake it. Why would somebody phone in a bomb threat and fake it? Fake a number from outside the country? Oh, because they don't want to get caught. All 33 of them, huh? Seems very interesting, though. Seems very interesting that just so happens all of them are from outside the country. Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on here, but let me ask you this right quick. Think about this. This is where logic plays into this a lot. What is the purpose of these bomb threats? Like, they're threatening the regular citizens, apparently. What is the purpose of that? Kind of makes you wonder, don't it? Why would there be bomb threats because of credible evidence of Haitian migrants killing animals? We'll just call it that. We'll call it animals. There's credible evidence of this. It's probably happening. And we've seen it with our own eyes. I showed that video. Why would there be bomb threats for that? That's what nobody seems to be asking. Why is there bomb threats? What good could bring, why would somebody want to do that? Why would somebody call in bomb threats? To have security need to escort children to school because of bomb threats to schools, to Walmarts, Kroger, grocery stores, you name it. What would be the point in that? Doesn't make any sense, does it? Why would Trump supporters do this? Why would Democrats do this? Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Indeed. But let's get to some manipulation by the corporate press today. Check this out, y'all. Cover up. Ex-Border Patrol chief says he was instructed by Biden-Harris admin to hide terrorist encounters. Now, this article doesn't come from a corporate press outlet. I had to dig for this. I had to dig and find this. There was a Homeland Security Committee hearing the other day, and I just so happened to miss it. So, sorry guys, I don't have any video footage of this. I just have written testimony by Zero Hedge, of all places. Check this out, y'all. This is an insane article, and it's insane what the Biden-Harris administration is doing. And they are manipulating the crap out of you. Oh, but there's no border crisis whatsoever. None. Check this out, y'all. And I really don't see the point in as to why, except for the reason that's given. Check this out. During a House Committee on Homeland Security hearing titled "A Country Without Borders: How Biden-Harris Open Border Policies Have Undermined Our Safety and Security," Heinke said he was muzzled from releasing critical information on the number of special interest aliens, individuals with known or suspected ties to terrorism, apprehended in California. This is just the San Diego sector chief, by the way. This is not the sector chief from all of the other sectors along the southern border. This is just one sector. Keep that in mind. I was told I could not release any information on this increase in SIAs or mention any of the arrests, Heinke testified. The administration was trying to convince the public there was no threat at the border, so they are allowing criminal aliens to just float across the border while telling you there's no border crisis. Shut up and sit down and stop whining about this. That's what they're telling you, whilst they are transporting these people all over the place. And then we get terrorists, known terrorists, coming across our southern border. We have an estimated 2.5 million gotaways in just 2023. Just 2023, 2.5 million. It's also 2 million for 2021 to 2022. This is 2022 to 2023. The 2.5 million, by the way. And we don't have current numbers. But that's a lot. That's a whole lot. That's a whole lot of gotaways. So to think that there wasn't some terrorists that snuck in that 4.5 million gotaways, that's insane. And they are doing this for optics, y'all, because the border looks bad for them, and they know it looks bad for them. There's an election coming up, so they want to hide the truth. They don't want you to know that there's terrorists coming across our southern border. We had to lose some of our freedoms because of terrorist threats. And now they're just welcoming these people with open freaking arms. Open arms. Right? Having this border wide open. Oh, just because they're arresting some of them. Yeah, I must say open arms because 4.5 million gotaways in 2 years. Over the course of 2 years. That's insane. What percentage of that is terrorists coming across our southern border? That's what I would love to know. But these people won't tell you. They're trying to hide the numbers. They're trying to manipulate and obfuscate what's actually going on the southern border whilst telling you there's no credible evidence that there's a border crisis. These people aren't eating dogs and cats. Yeah, I haven't heard a single credible report of anybody eating dogs in this country. None whatsoever. But once again, like I said, there's video evidence of somebody with what looks like a cat on a grill. And you want to tell you want me to believe that it's not happening whatsoever? You want, after seeing video evidence of this, and then they're going to manipulate these bomb threats. They're still talking about this, the corporate press, even though it's been debunked. All these are fake bomb threats. Every single freaking one of them is a fake bomb threat, but they're not telling you that. They're not telling you that they're fake. They're just like, there's all these threats. Donald Trump is the cause of all these threats. For highlighting a situation that has people scared. Donald Trump is the cause of the bomb threats. There is no logical reason for these bomb threats. So how are you connecting this to Donald Trump? Because he's trying to highlight a situation that has been reported by the people that live in that area? That's all he is doing, is highlighting something that they say is happening. And yet, he's the cause of these bomb threats. That makes absolutely no sense. Zero sense. And I know I've gotten switched to this from the terrorists coming across our southern border, but it's all connected, folks, because it all has to do with the southern border being wide freaking open. Joe Biden's open border policies are destroying cities and towns all over the place. Yeah, that's exactly what it's doing. And you still have Democrats getting behind Kamala Harris. They were getting behind Joe Biden. Not nearly as many, but they still were. That is insane to me, to look at everything Joe Biden has done and to still say you want him as president? That's nuts. Harry Sisson is insane, y'all. Check it out, though. According to Heineke, arrests of individual with terror ties skyrocketed under President Joe Biden's watch. The former Border Patrol chief revealed that before 2021, his sector had apprehended between 10 to 15 SIAs annually. By 2022, that number had shot up to over 100, with even more recorded in 2023. One word was out that the border was far easier to cross. San Diego went over 100 SIAs in 2022, well over that in 2023, and even more than that registered this year. These are only the ones we caught, Heineke warned. Like I was saying, you got 8 to 10 official numbers of criminal aliens that have come across that southern border. That's since the Biden administration. Almost 5 million gotaways. Okay, so now we know of at least 400 terrorists that have been apprehended at the southern border. You do those numbers. If you equivocate that ratio, that's still at least 100 terrorists that were in the gotaways that have come across our southern border. Now, that's just a wild, rough guesstimate, but that's still an insane number. 100 terrorists. How many did it take to take down the World Trade Center and put a gigantic hole in the Pentagon? What, 20? Yeah, there you go, folks. We have a lot of enemies out there, and these people don't seem to realize it. Their compassion is going to get more people unalived, by the way. I'll say it nicely. The bombshell testimony raises serious questions about national security as Heineke further claimed that the Biden administration allowed some illegal border crossers to settle in local communities ill-equipped to handle the influx. Now, that's what I talk about all the time. The Biden administration is destroying cities and towns all over the place with this border crisis. That's what they're doing. They're settling these people in places that can't handle it, folks. And then they want to yell and call the Texas governor evil for busing these people up to Chicago and New York. It's outright insane. I don't understand these people. How do you think these border towns are handling this? Right? If you get 100 migrants shipped up to Martha's Vineyard, they flip their freaking lid. We can't handle this. How do you think some of the poorer, like it said, ill-equipped cities all across our southern border are handling it? They are forced to deal with this. They don't have the option to just bust these people right back out like Martha's Vineyard did. They don't have that option. They have to deal with this. It's forced upon them. Forced upon them. I'll repeat that. They are being forced to live with these people, just like the people up in Springfield. And they're pissed about it. They don't want those people there, right? Like even some of these people have reported, they said, we don't mind the migrants. We just don't like that our cultures are clashing because these people are going into parks and killing geese, which, hey, it's fine. Geese, that's good eating, by the way. You cook it up right. Like geese in a gumbo. Holy crap. That is just, whatever. But I'm getting off topic on that. But you don't do it in local city parks, by the way. You go out into the woods and you find these geese and you kill them that way. You do it. We have culture. We have laws. We have regulations around stuff like this for that reason. So we're not scaring little kids and families in these city parks. And they're doing this. They need to be taught that, look, stop doing this in the park. Go over here and go do this. because it's fine, yes. Fresh killed game is much better than the garbage you get from McDonald's. I'll say that outright. Much better. But we have a culture of these parks are supposed to be safe for kids. If you're over here hacking off a duck's head, yeah, people don't want to see that, yo. People don't want to see that. So that's what these people need to be told. You can't do that in this park. That's the problem. Culture clash. And they want us in a melting pot, like I always say. You can't have a melting pot and have a foreign object that refuses to melt. Right? They're creating these enclaves of these immigrants that just keep with their culture, which there's nothing wrong with their culture. It's just when it butts up against another one, yeah, there's problems there. If they want to come into this country, they need to melt into the pot. They can't be a parasite on the country. And that's what it's causing. It's causing irritation. Yeah, that's what it's doing. And that's a problem. I still don't understand the bomb threats. You know, this whole time I've been talking, I've been thinking about that in the back of my head, like trying to figure out a way that I can think of some logical reason why these bomb threats. But bomb threats are never logical. That's what I've concluded. That those bomb threats are just not logical. So, but I still can't connect how they're blaming this on Trump, because he highlighted an issue that is being reported by J.D. Vance's constituency. It's insane, y'all. Just insane, the political landscape and what they're doing to us. San Diego County Supervisor Jim Desmond, who also testified, slammed the administration for offloading the cost of transporting these individuals onto local taxpayers. Rep. Clay Higgins, chairman of the Subcommittee on Border Security and Enforcement, didn't mince words during the hearing, calling the current situation a self-inflicted border crisis and a threat to the homeland from within the homeland. He is totally correct. That, if you didn't know, is my congressman, by the way, and he is a hawk on the Homeland Security Committee. Yeah, he goes in on these people. He's called Alejandro Mayorkas a threat to our democracy, a threat to our country. And yeah, he's not holding back either. And he's not using the hyperbolic threat that all these other people are talking about with Donald Trump. Yeah. Alejandro Mayorkas is threatening the safety of American citizens by allowing all these people to just pour across our southern border. He's been impeached, for God's sakes. And the Senate, right? Democrats, here we go again. Any of y'all want to defend Democrats? I wouldn't watch this next part. It's insane, because Democrats in the Senate are undermining our democracy by not holding a hearing for Alejandro Mayorkas' impeachment. Yeah, he's just tabled that and put it off to the side and said, yeah, we don't care about that. We don't care about your democracy because it doesn't fit our agenda. It doesn't fit our agenda at all, so we're not going to bother with it. Who cares what the House did? They don't care at all, folks. They don't care about democracy. The Democratic Party does not care about democracy. That's one of the most counterintuitive things that I think I've heard in a while. Insanity. By ending effective Trump-era policies and programs that protected us, the Biden-Harris administration has intentionally left us vulnerable to potential attacks from terrorists and criminals who are freely moving around our communities, Higgins said. The testimony paints a damning picture of the administration's border policies, which critics argue have left the U.S. exposed to dangerous threats. U.S. Customs and Border Protection, which operates under the Department of Homeland Security, has been in the spotlight for its handling of the escalating crisis. CBP Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, however, defended the administration's actions in a recent interview, saying the changes were designed to address a years-long backlog in asylum hearings. What? By allowing all these people to just pour into the country? And tell... No. Hang on. Okay, so he's not directly talking about this, but that's what he's telling you. Oh, we're allowing terrorists to come in and not telling the public about this threat. To address years-long backlog in asylum cases. See why I am really, really aggravated about them not looking at his impeachment hearing? Yeah, that pisses me off. Pisses me off a lot. Defending his border. Oh, the border is secure. He has lied, I don't know how many times, to the House and to the Senate. Nothing. No contempt charges. None. They won't go after him at all. These people are above the law, by the way. Don't let any of these people say, oh, nobody is above the law, except for Democrats. That's what they're not telling you, folks. These people are insane. Outright insane. As the backlog has grown and grown, their essentially trial date, if you will, the date on which they will make their ultimate merits claim, is set years and years away. That was the status quo, he said. Who cares? But the number of terror-linked arrests continues to climb. Many are questioning whether the administration's open border policies have put the country at risk. These are not just undocumented migrants seeking a better life, Heineke testified. These are individuals with ties to terrorist organizations, and we're not catching all of them. With border apprehensions on the rise and the stakes higher than ever, the Biden administration faces mounting pressure to restore security and transparency at the southern border before it's too late. Yes, they should. They should have done this a long freaking time ago. But why? They won't. Yeah, border crossings are down right now, but you know what? They always go down this time of year because it is hell in the desert over there, by the way. Yeah, of course they're not going to be out there traveling across the desert when it's 120 degrees outside. That's insane to do. Many people would die. So yeah, there's a lot less people coming across. It's not Biden's new policies that are changing any of this. No, it's not that at all. They don't care. They want to lie to you and say there's no crisis whatsoever. It's mind-blowing what they're doing to this country. And, you know, for somebody that doesn't know anything about this, might watch this video and be like, wow, he seems like a madman. No, I'm not. Go through my video archive. Go through the videos. You will see everything the Biden administration has done. I cover the Biden administration extensively. Very extensively. And what they're doing to this country is damaging it beyond repair, I believe. I don't think Trump is going to be able to come in and fix everything that Biden has screwed up. And he has screwed up a lot, y'all. He has screwed up a lot. It would take a while of several Trump administrations, or, you know, somebody Trump-like. Vivek Ramaswamy would come in. I think he would do way better than Trump, to be honest with you. Vivek Ramaswamy's the man, dude. The guy's smart. He's articulate. He's charismatic. He's got all the qualities. I don't know why he didn't go further in the primary process, but hey, you know, it's Trump's election to lose. So he needs to get out there and win. And we need to help him do that, I think. That's my opinion. He's the only one that's going to stop this border crisis. You think Harris is going to do anything on it? She's trying to come out stronger. Oh, I've prosecuted illegal aliens my entire career. Blah, blah, blah. No, you've been the vice president. As a matter of fact, you were put in charge of finding the root causes. You were the border czar, Kamala Harris. And what did you do? You found ways to funnel money to corrupt South American countries. That's what you did. They're going to take that money, and they're not going to put it into helping the communities. You think they're going to do that? No, they're corrupt. They're going to take it and give it to their rich buddies. That's what they're going to do. They're not going to fix the migration problem. They're not going to fix their own country. They don't care. They're rich. Why would they give a damn? So, yeah. So that's what Kamala Harris has done. Given your hard-earned tax dollars to fix the root causes of immigration, gives it to these corrupt people, and it only causes more migration. More of these people to come to our southern border. They need to be turned away. They need to be stopped. I don't care about international asylum laws. They are telling these people to claim asylum. I'm sorry. All of these people, these 15 to 20 million people that have come into our country, they're all claiming asylum, or trying to. But not the gotaways. The gotaways, they totally evade our border security. Totally evaded. Yeah, and that's where the terrorists probably are coming from. Some of them get caught, sure. But it's just insane to me what they've done. And given no good reason for doing so. No good reason at all. It's mind-blowing, y'all, but I think I've rambled on for long enough on this one. I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about all this down in the comments section. Is this just not one of the most insane things to you? For optics reasons, they were telling these people not to let the public know that there is terrorist threats coming across our southern border. That's crazy. But y'all let me know what y'all think. That's all I got for this one. I want to thank everybody for watching. And y'all try to have a good day. Stay legitical. Peace.